Welcome back in, everyone. This is episode 27 of the 1950s survival, going from $0 to $10 million. And down here on the field right now, we have two mowers going, two forage pickup wagons going. I was going to finish this off camera, but hey, I think I want to go ahead and get it moving because this episode here, we're going to get some new fields in. Also, I realized something. I think I might have set the course play up wrong. I don't think they're going to try to go around this rock. Let's take a quick look at that. That is correct. They are not going to go around the rock. I forgot to check that little box about avoiding stuff, but oh well, it's fine. There's a rock right here. We might stop mowing there, or I might just pick the tractor up, throw it on the other side of the rock. We'll see what happens. Or who knows, maybe this tractor will drive straight over it. I guess we'll see. But this side of the field down here, south side here, is actually all done. Mowed, picked up, all that. Let's start putting some fields in down there. We'll see how many we can fit in there. I'm not sure yet. With all our tractors being busy right now, we will need a new tractor. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one customized and purchased. $22,550 after customization. We got that 51 horsepower. That is awesome. I also noticed something. I got to actually turn on attachers both here to make sure that works correctly with actually hooking up anything in the back with a PTO. Well, let's go ahead and buy that. After $22,550 is gone, that's going to leave us with $28,000. Now that should be plenty. I could obviously go ahead and buy another tractor, but I got a feeling that I'm about to have one freed up with that rock being in the way. If it's going to cause too much of an issue for me, I'll just go ahead and skip that part on the mowing. With it being a new year now, I want to go through here and see if anything new came out. There was actually a new small tractor that came out. It was the hand pushing tractor. Really not hand pushing, I guess, but this one right here, this is what I was talking about. It came out in 1952. No new plows came out, but I am looking into these cultivators. They do say Harrow on it. I don't know if that's going to work for create a field with a cultivator. I'm going to look at that in just a second. I mean, here we go. This is probably definitely labeled as a cultivator. That should do the job as creating a new field. And it is a lot bigger than our plow because I believe our plows are only 1.5 meters. Yep, looks like something's going to cause an issue there. Blocked by an object. Oh well, who cares? I'm going to try out a little Harrow thing right here first, see if it will allow me to create a field. And I don't even know if I have that mod installed with the create a field anyways. It probably came with the pack, possibly not, you know? Now that I think about it a little more, it probably didn't. Oh well, we'll see. Now here's what I'll do. I'll just go ahead and drag it over the rock a little bit right there and just let it continue on its way down. That should be fine. I was thinking about actually cutting down the sign to remove all these rocks. If you didn't know that, on No Man's Land, there is signs over here that can remove all the rocks and all the trees. You just got to cut them down. Be very careful with this. Don't do it in the middle of your series. I have messed that up a few times. I wish there was a way to remove these. They're kind of an eyesore. One way I've done it before in the past to remove them where I can't see them anymore is actually build a building over the top of, and we might get to that someday. I don't think I got that create a field with a cultivator thing on because it is saying fold cultivator, hit X. So this is obviously labeled as a cultivator. Doesn't seem to be telling me to create a field. That's fine, no big deal. Let's go ahead and just go back to our 1.5 meter plows, unfortunately. One thing I want to do to get back here in this direction is build a road here. So I will work off to the right and to the left of this area right here once I get back to farmland 57. What all I mean by that is I want to kind of continue the road in this direction. So let's go ahead and start building some field off to the right here. Not sure how big these are going to be. Maybe I can make a nice big one over here and then a couple small ones over there. I do know we need a lot. And something is blocked by an object again. I wasn't sure how this was going to work with big CP1 right here taking up the whole thing here and then building a field inside of it. Now that I look at it, I notice I wanted the road going straight through here, and that does not seem to be happening. Let me shift this field over just a little bit. I'll get it one day. There we go. Got to shift it over just a little bit and we'll still be able to continue the road straight down this way for whenever we want to expand into field 58 over here, or farmland 58, I guess. Now this is going to end up being 2.69 acres, give or take a little bit, because I did the 90-degree angles on the corners with this, but I'm not going to have the plow doing 90-degree angles, or this worker doing 90-degree angles, I should say. Looks like it's not wanting to make the course correctly. It's trying to grab a hold of this whole entire 14-acre field here. Oh man, that's not good. Because I'm not sure what's going to happen once I delete this. Let's go ahead and delete it. I do have these courses saved, so I think it should be fine. We'll hit delete there. Looks like the workers are still going. That is a very, very good sign. Now I should be able to get this worker going here, which, like I said, it wanted to take the whole entire field, which is a big no-no. Don't want one big old field over here. At least not yet. Let's wait till like the 1970s at least. There we go. That is looking a whole lot better. And if I zoom in right over here, we can see that it's going to be a rounded edge. Now, after this field gets created, I will remove the CP2, kind of like I've done with these previous fields over here. I don't like keeping this one in there. I like it attaching to a plowed field, not a created, drawn out line field. Here's the thing I need to figure out. How many fields do I really need? Also, let's go ahead and turn this off because I guess that's really doing nothing. We have 46,000 liters of hay in there and 61,000 liters of silage. We'll be using that hay for something, I believe. What is that? The horses. Yeah, we should probably get some over there. No free tractors though, so maybe another time. This is what I'm looking at making, and I think we're going to end up going with the potato route. It seemed like we had the best or most efficient equipment out there. I don't know. I mean, they're both definitely very foreign to me. I don't know how they're going to operate and stuff like that. So we got the potatoes pig food option, and then we also have the sorghum pig food option. And we will probably do the sorghum one, so that way we don't have to do too many potato harvest. It just uses less potatoes. So we need to focus on a field for sorghum. I believe that's wheat, and that should be canola. Canola's pretty awesome because I want to make some canola oil pretty bad. Now, potatoes also off to the right. That tells me I need 4 new fields at a minimum. I would kind of like to make that canola field a little bit bigger. That way I can have quite a bit of extra for the canola oil production. Right there. Canola oil. Hey, olive oil. We should get some olive trees, right? Oh man, speaking of olive trees, we need some sort of generators in here as far as greenhouses. Gosh, I keep forgetting about that. Looks like the rock is finally bypassed by one of the mowers. Now that's only one of the issues. I got a second mower I got to jump over this rock with, and then 2 forage pickup wagons. Been having a lot of issues down here with these trees, a whole lot of issues, and looky there, that one is definitely stuck by that. Oh man. Maybe I should turn them back on to turn around on the field only. And with all these issues in this direction right here, make me think I should probably turn the direction of my fields a different direction whenever I go to make fields over here on this side. Also, another thing I can do is just easily remove these trees over here and sell them off. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll get my truck over here eventually. First, I'm gonna get them cut down. That way they're not gonna cause an issue with the next and last forage wagon coming through. Got a couple trees cut down over here, cut up, and I'll get those moved later. I'm not quite done yet. I kind of want to get them all cut up before I come pick them up, but finished work up there and a blocked one. What in the world is the blocked one actually? Oh, wait, hold up. Down here further. Ooh, man. Guess I should have started cutting down here. Didn't realize this. Got another tractor here free. Got the plow in the back of it. Let's go ahead and draw out another field over here and get it going. Got another tractor done here, but there's a little bit of an issue. There's a lot of grass where I would need to plow up. So I can't do any more plowing until all that grass gets picked up. In that blocked object right there, I'm having some issues in another set of trees. Gosh dang, I don't know. I didn't have that many issues with this mower going through there, but these forage wagons are proven to be quite a bit of an issue. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to sit around doing nothing since I can't go ahead and start plowing up another field. I can actually jump into the middle of one of the fields that are already going. Managed to get a trailer full of logs here, all loaded up. This direction right here is cleared out. Need to still clear out this direction here. And then down there in the top right is where those forage wagons keep getting held up at. That's kind of a bummer, but I will probably take over the finished work for the last forage wagon here in just a second because I know it's going to get caught up so many times, especially trying to jump that rock. Those trees right there is what these tractors are getting caught in pretty bad, these workers right here. But I'm gonna go ahead and take over for this forage wagon. We got a whole lot of grass in this thing already. I don't know what we're gonna do with all this stuff. I mean, I guess sell it off as silage possibly. We'll see, but even if selling it off as silage, that's gonna be an issue because we don't have any unreal capacity type trailer that can hold that much silage. All done with the pickup. Obviously there's some on the ground there, and I think I've missed a few spots here and there in the back, but that's going to be good enough here. 244,746 liters in this thing. Let's go ahead and turn on that follow me mod, get a worker follow me. Let's see how much is inside this thing now. This forage wagon here is coming out to 242,513 liters. Oh man, that's looking real good. And yeah, I think I will just make a whole bunch of silage and then just turn it on to selling during best sell price. That way I don't have to worry about transporting it, because obviously transporting it without a modded trailer would take between 5 decades to 5 centuries. I'm not sure. I'm betting on that centuries part. Now that other finished worker up there should be a plow. I think that field furthest to the south is completely done. I put 2 tractors on there though, and the one that got all the way to the end is done. The other one that should be finishing up in the middle probably just plowing over what's already been plowed, and looks like that's what it is. This one is all done. That's the one that's had finished work. Now we also have this one over here that I'm gonna run super fast too, that is just doing absolutely nothing. Of course I need to go through and touch up what got missed, but it is getting kind of dark, so I'm not sure how much longer I'll be out here. Heck yeah, bright and early, 5 a.m. in May, and I did what I could last night trying to touch up what got missed, but it's not the best probably. I'm sure I missed some here and there, but we can go ahead and take a quick look at that through this view right here. Now there's some stuff I want to touch up as well. We can see this got rounded out really bad right there. I'm assuming it's from coming down this hill at a very fast paced speed, whatever. And then also these sides got rounded out too. I don't really like that so much. I mean, I like the round part, but I don't like the way it sticks out. So I will go through and touch that up with the paint tool, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's just go ahead and get these tractors off and go into another field. Now, my plans for the next few fields here is going to be in this direction here. Probably put one down here going that way, put one over here going that way, and then all these trees over here I'm going to remove eventually and put in some sort of production there, I think, or maybe just more storage. This was not my original plan right here to make this long narrow one, but I think I'm going to go with it. I kind of like it. Maybe that's going to be our potato field. Obviously in real life you'd probably want to rotate these crops, and I might get tired of doing the same thing on the same field, but that's not part of the rules on this game or part of the things you got to do. And then over here in this open area I'll probably put another little field. I was mentioning putting over here in this tree area some sort of production or more storage. Maybe I'll just take this whole thing up with storage. Not sure. Now with this being there and the rock there, I'm definitely going to avoid the rock. Probably put a little drive through beside the rock, and then we'll put a couple more fields here. Don't know if they're going to be long and skinny and narrow like this one. Probably not though, because we only need 4 fields, and that's 1, 2, 3, and I just need to put in one more big one. And you know, I was talking earlier, let's get a big one for the canola. So hey, let's put in one more big field right here. Here's what I'm going to do right here. CP4, 6.45 acres. Is that our biggest field? It might be, because I think this one over here is right around 5 acres. Either way, this is where it's going to be. Now, obviously, it does cut through the forested area quite a bit right there. I don't even think I got enough trees removed to start up on that field. We'll see. I'm going to start it up, see what happens, see if it gets caught. I'll put a couple of tractors on this one, only one over here on CP3 because it's pretty small. That is very, very unfortunate. It looks like we did miss potato planting season right there just by a month. Gosh, I didn't plan that out too well, so we're gonna have to wait around till next year to plant some potatoes in that small narrow field I was talking about there. Oh well, it's fine, I guess. One thing we can do though is go ahead and get around a sorghum in here if we really, really want to. Don't know if I want to rush for that or just try to get these fields built up and ready to go for next year. Looks like I may have made that field just a little too close to that rock because we got a blocked object right there. Now this bigger, larger field right here, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to 3 plows and just worry about planting these fields next year because we still got to get a lot of lime on them, and that's probably it. Lime, and what else is there? I feel like there was something else. I mean, we can't pick up the rocks. We don't have the technology for that. Maybe it's just lime. I'm a little confused here because I'm pretty sure it made the headland around already. So what in the world happened here? How did they get caught up on the second headland but not the first one? Well, this is going to take a little while. I got to actually clear all these trees out of the way. There's some on the ground here. Looks like the plow did jump over those and miss a little bit there, but I also got a lot more in this direction I got to cut. But now I kind of know where my line's running, so I'll focus on that area first. Let's go get these sold off, come back for the pickups, and then continue away here. I was going to stop that plow, but I'm actually just going to let it go because if it just misses these trees, hey, that's good. That means it can keep going. But it did end up getting blocked by a tree. I was really hoping it'd shoot straight through there. I can go around the tree though, or just cut the tree down. We'll be good. Now, of course, that's going to cause quite a bit of an issue with the whole headland part, but I can go back through, touch up the spots that get missed, obviously. Driving over here, I realized there's something I may have forgotten last month because driving over here, I see my animal pens. I don't know if I fed them. Oh man, that's not good. First load of logs here. Let's go ahead and sell these off, and that's going to give us $26,725 plus a $1,509 environmental score reward minus a $157 wage payment. Gosh, I'm really overpaying these people for 1952. I think this might be good enough. I got one tree right here I got to finish picking up, and we're good to go. Now, of course, all this stuff over here to the right, I'll probably get to eventually taking it out. Possibly, possibly not. You know, I want to keep some trees in here as I'm kind of removing all the trees off the map. Coming over here to grab another tractor for the plow, and I forgot I had 5 tractors now, even though I just bought one. So I come over here, I'm like, wait a second, why do I got 2? And oh man, don't ride it onto that field. You know, now that I think about it more, I'm pretty sure these are narrow tires. I could probably drive on any field I want to with our tractors. I ain't gonna take a chance on it though. I got one more tractor here to consider using for plowing. Now, of course, we got some blocked objects. I'll get to that in a minute, but here's what I want to do instead of actually plowing. I don't want to buy a plow. I mean, $1,500 for a plow, I don't think I got enough money. No, that's not the real reason. The real reason I don't want to send this over there quite yet is because I need to take care of the animals and use this tractor to take care of those animals. But first, let me get those blocked workers taken care of. I'm sure it's those ones over there on that big field with the 3 plows going. As you know, they'll run into each other. Gosh, I am such an idiot. I was like, why in the world is this not working? This person's already done like, what, 4 or 5 headlands right here? Yeah, no, that's not good because I did not turn on creative field. Well, let's get this worker back to the start point and back going again. I cannot believe I messed that up. Well, I can kind of believe it. I mess up on a lot of stuff. Looking into the animals now, looks like they are fine, I guess. Yeah, hey, they're good. Let's go ahead and get some hay over to the horses, some more grass over to the sheep, obviously, and then we'll go ahead and do some TMR to the cows. Now, the cows will be fine, sheep will not. the horses will be fine, but I got nothing else to do while all those workers go away over there plowing up that other field. Just had to come back over here and make sure this worker was actually plowing up the field. I still didn't trust my work. Well, I guess that's pretty fast. Didn't even get to feed anything over there except for the sheep because I already had grass over there. This is all done. Obviously missed a whole lot. Oh man, I ain't liking that, but I'll go through and touch it up and then probably send this one over to the other field. Got that long skinny field all touched up and looking good. Still got to go through touching up the edges with the paint tool and everything, but I'll do that to all the fields at once whenever they're all done. Now I went ahead and moved that tractor over to the other large field there, and I did start it almost like, actually I put it in the lead. Yeah, no, I put it in the lead as the same exact path as that very last tractor, because obviously the last tractor is going to finish last, right? So why not have it finish kind of in the middle of the field, and all of them kind of finish right around the same time instead of waiting for that one at the end. You know, I was wondering if this would work, and it looks like it does work. I could put hay inside the sheep pen. Now of course I'm not going to put hay in there. That's kind of a waste. It's kind of an extra step and everything. So let's go ahead and run this up to our horses. But yeah, I could have sworn somebody told me that last time around whenever I did that 0 to 100 million on this series, on this map. I said on this series. Mess that up. One mod I'm not sure if I actually even have out there installed right now is the horse helper mod. Our horses are down to 80% cleanliness. I don't even know if I can do anything with them while they're a baby. I guess probably clean them. Let's see here. Is that even an option? I'm not exactly seeing that. I'm not seeing an option to clean them. I think usually you go up to and press R or click on them or something like that. Nothing seems to be showing up there. Oh, enter vehicle. Oh, okay. It's a tractor. I thought it was going to let me ride that horse as a baby. No, not happening. Trying to decide what I should do with this hay left over here. They obviously don't blow through food very fast. Let's just go ahead and get put away into a silo, our other silo that is. Or I could put it back where it was. I just now realized that. I was thinking about putting it into our other silo because I couldn't put it back where it was into the production. Yeah, we'll put it back in the production. I think that's an option. And then we'll go ahead and turn this into something else a little bit later on. Now, TMR. We can keep making TMR, but we got tons and tons of TMR. It is not a very valuable thing. It is a very, very cheap thing as far as selling. Now, buying, not too cheap, but if you want to sell TMR, it's a huge waste of your time. Just go ahead and sell the silage, you call it good. There's a lot more TMR left over in this trailer than I thought there would be, but I'm pretty sure they're going to blow right through what they have in there to equal out this amount by next month. So I'll just go ahead and leave this trailer right here, no big deal. I did not plan this, but I'm pretty glad it's going to work out this way. We got a front loader attachment there. What could we possibly need a front loader for? That is going to be our furniture. I keep thinking I need to get it onto a trailer ready to sell for whenever best sell price does come around, because all the time I'm going to spend loading it up, I'm probably going to lose that best sell price. So let's look at finding us a trailer to use and then start getting these pallets loaded up. Not sure how many there is because we have nothing spawned out here. Looks like there's 12,836 liters of furniture. I don't know exactly how much comes out into a pallet. I guess we can go ahead and change this over real quick and see what happens. We'll put it on spawning, see how many pallets come out. I want kind of an idea of how much I need as far as a trailer size. 1,000 liters. Kind of thought so, but I've been seeing a little bit different here and there, depending on how everything's modded. I guess one thing I did forget about is the fact that I use universal auto load. As long as I have the stuff to load this stuff manually, I will use auto load. And you may have seen me use it there with the logs because I can load that log trailer with those logs myself. And this one right here does have universal auto load, and the year's showing 1973. There's really nothing on this that would make it 1973 except for maybe, is that air brakes? No way. Yeah, I think that looks like air brakes along with an electrical wire hookup possibly. No, that can't be air brakes. Maybe just the electrical wire hookup. The part that's really throwing me off is that yellow piece right there, because they usually have some sort of attacher like that that kind of pushes in, then you lift up or push down. Well, you usually push it down, but lift up to take it off. That's what's really throwing me off with that yellow piece right there. But no, we're gonna say it's lights. That's fine. This trailer would definitely work for the 1950s. I don't even care about having lights. Let's give this trailer a little test run here. Capacity, I don't know what we got here. Bell racks, okay, cool. Log forks or log racks, that's awesome. 4 meter working with there, so I guess that tells us the trailer's 4 meters. I like the color. Let's go ahead and change out the license plate though, because they tend to stay the same license plate numbers. And I don't like that. $6,500, that's going to be ours. Let's go pick it up from the shop. It's right here. Shop deliveries is on. Only because I accidentally placed it down one time and I cannot get rid of it. It will not let me reset it. I don't think I like that. It looks like it only stacks up as a single, which is fine for quick selling and stuff like that. I can run it up to the sell point and all that. May end up go ahead and look into overloading this, stack some more on there. manually, which I will do with no issue probably. But first, I do have that finished worker to take care of. What is that? Okay, I guess it was the plow that I said I mentioned about starting up in the center, and you could tell we got quite a bit finished over here. Oh, hey, we got another finished worker as well. Oh, this is starting to come along pretty nicely. You can see right here through the center where it's all completely done except for this part right here on the ends. So many problems there. Even though I have lift later turned on, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. A little hard to explain. We'll raise the tool. This one's not set up right. My bad. We'll raise the tool late, lower the tool early. Maybe I got a few of them not set up right. But that's what I want to do. That way it kind of prevents this. And that's probably that long strip right there. It's from this one right here. All done out here on this field. Almost. Just got to do a little touching up on the south side of the field. And then paint around the fields as well. Trying to touch up what kind of stuck out a little too much. That's all good. But I'm going to get this up out of the way and then continue working away here. And here's how I finished the rest of it out. Went ahead and started following the natural path that is on no man's land. It's underneath the grass, but there is a natural path. We can kind of see that there in the background. It's kind of hard to see sometimes, but also got a path going through here all the way down here. And this is the path I was talking about from the farm area. That's going to run straight through here. Now this gap over here might be a little too big for my liking, but hey, we can plant some trees or something there. Let's get all 4 of these tractors off the field, go grab us something for lime, and then get right back out here on the fields trying to get some lime. Also, one other thing we're going to need to do is purchase those soil samples. Oh man, I am not looking forward to that because this is a lot of field. Now it is all on one plot of land, which should be pretty cheap, right? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I went over the line. Maybe I didn't. Now this path right here does cut through a couple of these trees, just 2 of them right here. No big deal. I'll come through and just go ahead and delete them like... Oh, got caught up on that plow. Like this right there. Hey, 1 down, another 1 to go. They're really not worth keeping for the leaders or for the money. Now, over there in that forested area where we were selling off some trees and cutting down to make that field, I was actually keeping these smaller trees. Might as well, they're kind of mixed in there. Just cut it down, put it right next to the bigger tree, and it's good to load up on the trailer pretty easily. But I don't see any point in cutting those down, bringing a trailer all the way over here to grab it, or a truck. That just takes too long. Heck yeah, look at that. That's like a perfect photo op almost. I mean, I did mess up a little bit. You can see those stacks don't line up. Oh, it's that last one. The last one's caused me the problem. Yep, it is that last one. It is sticking out just a little bit down there. Oh, well, that's not what I'm here for. Just moving these tractors out of the way. Let's grab those lime spreaders. Now, I said lime spreaders. We only have 1, but I think it's time we go ahead and purchase another one. They do have a 10-meter working width, so maybe 1's enough, but kind of want to get moving a little bit faster here, and I feel like we're going to need another one. Trying to go ahead and purchase this soil sample. It's not letting me click over here. I just remembered I actually have to back out of the game, come back in before these fields actually register. And I'm not liking seeing those lines there, so let's go ahead and get rid of those. So CP4 here was 6.45 acres. We'll delete that. And then CP3 here was 1.49 acres. That's pretty nice. I think it's going to be a nice little potato field. We'll see. I'm just thinking about the process for potatoes. They were hard enough with modern day equipment. This is going to be a train wreck with some old school equipment. 2.69 acres here on CP2. And then 2.2 acres over here on CP1. I think that's some pretty good land. I was hoping these are all in one area. Obviously, they kind of look like it, but there might be a little overlap right here into the next area. And we could probably see that right here. Yeah, maybe it does overlap, but I'm not going to worry about it too much if it does. Now I just need to figure out numbers for these fields because this one over here is 1, this one's 2, this one's 3. I guess 4, 5, 6, and 7 will be good enough right there. So I'm over here on what would be field 5. I'm gonna go ahead and start there first. That way it can go ahead and finish up the same time. The rest of these are possibly finishing up. And the reason I really need to know that number and field number is so I can go ahead and save this course and I ain't got to save it another time around. Before we do start that up though, let's go ahead and click on this. Buy our samples. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to this. Is that $14,717 altogether? Well, you know what? That might be a little lower than I thought it would be. And yes, it is going to cut a little bit off on this field right here. That's all good. We'll purchase those samples. $14,437, all gone. Here's our actual environmental scores. We got a 79 over here, 54 here, 45 here. That's actually really surprising that I'm getting a environmental score reward with such low numbers. I guess they're not as low as I thought they were. It did say this is going to take 17 minutes. I do have that buying lime on. I don't know if I got 17 minutes worth of money for buying that lime. Oh gosh, it is ridiculous. Let's see if we run out of money or not. I do have a half a load of logs sitting at the sell point ready to go. May need to start logging some more though. Looking at it a little more, I don't know why I didn't go with this one right here. $6,000. Maybe that's why, because it was $6,000, but it's a 1950s 12 meter. Obviously, this probably ain't too real because it is a lizard option. Oh well, hey, we'll go with it. Got the lime and the fertilizer option. It's going to be 2 meters wider than what we're already working with. I believe that's 10 meters. Yes, it is. That's the one I do have out there right now. So let's go ahead and buy one of these. Probably end up buying 2 of them. Also, I should probably save my money. Who cares? Now, I do like how it holds a little bit more, 800 liters. That's just a little bit more. Still not going to be enough for me to turn off the buy-in lime or fertilizer option. I need to come in here and edit the file. This is going to be ours for $6,000. Oh, gosh, that money's dropping fast. It's about to drop even faster because we're about to have 2 of them out there going at the same time. I really thought I could squeeze in between this tractor and those pallets. Turns out that was false. Ended up running right into it, getting caught up on the tire. Now we got 2 of them off and going here, and it doesn't seem like that real speed mod works. Oh, maybe this thing's a little too big. Why is it so low? I have no idea. Because the real speed mod should be pumping us up to 15 miles per hour. Maybe this one is not a good one to do. Money is dropping pretty fast there. I'm a little concerned of how I set up that other course over there. I think I saved it to the wrong field. I'll take care of that a little bit later. Let's see if we end up having enough money for this field work here. It's not looking good, and this is not looking good as far as using either. But we'll figure those issues out next episode because I'm all out of time here. I really do want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. I really do appreciate it. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section because they're always welcome. Very much appreciate it and very much need it. And until next time, y'all take care.